trying to recover, right, from our last, from what happened. Okay. Here's the state of the colony right now. Okay. Here's the state of the colony right now. This is a nice system. Cool redundancy. Cool valves, cutoff switches, autonomous, wonderful autonomous extractors. It's wonderful. All right. Here's our nice oval dome. Now, the nice oval dome still has cracks in it. There's one there. Let's come over here. There's another one right here. Right? It's beautiful. I believe we have some on the top as well. I don't know where they are. Ah, there they are. Now we can see them. We got one there as well. Okay. So we got some leaks. Each leak takes 5 polymers to fix. That's in addition to the standard maintenance of 4 polymers to maintain the thing. Okay. Good news and bad news about the colony. Good news is our power system is still great. Huge surplus, looking good. Battery is back up and running, fully stored. We don't have a power problem ever. We're fine. That's good news. Also good news, our extractors are still unmanned. So they're still making us money. And not just money, but like banging bucks, okay? Still doing good. Still a thing. Great. Got a lot of fuel as well, saved up. We're gonna start landing rockets over here if we can. Now for the bad news. The news that you're probably all wondering about. Charlie, how many colonists are left? Okay. There are 10 left alive. 10. Out of the 76 or so, we have 10 left. Now, those of you guys who are familiar with the game know that when you lose a colonist in any other way that isn't natural causes, 2 applicants get removed from the pool of applicants that you can bring to Mars from Earth. Pretty sure it was 86. Okay, well, I thought it was 76. If it was 86, it was even more than I thought. Either way, only 9 applicants are left. So, gonna be a challenge. Pretty, gonna be tough. Not gonna lie. Not gonna sugarcoat it. It's gonna be tough. And in addition to it being 9 applicants left, only 4 of them actually meet our criteria when we take away the flaws that we don't want to bring with us. In this case, 2 of these 9 are have chronic conditions and are idiots. Adding the ability to relocate buildings would be a neat mod. Yeah, like tear it down and build it back up. You know, it might cost you some extra resources, right? When you tear it down, you lose some polymers or something, and you have to add a little bit of polymers to it. But like a little bit of a resource penalty, but I can understand equipment not necessarily being modular. But yeah, it'd be nice. Or maybe a research, right? That's a great idea. Put it in the research tree. Modular structures or something, and then that gives you the ability to move buildings because now your buildings are built with modularity. Nothing that you've placed permanently already would be modular, but everything in the future that you build would be modular. That could be kind of cool. Like, we're not going to be able to send a whole lot of people from Earth, so they're going to have to make babies. It'll be a slower expansion, but maybe it'll be healthier. And I think there's perks, right? In the science tree, there's perks like this one, where Martian-born colonists graduate faster in universities and sanatoriums and have a higher chance to gain perks in schools. A lot of these perks are pretty catered to like Martian-born people getting advantages. I kind of like that. But I need Live from Mars to be done because I want a full rocket of people. We have too many facilities here to, yeah. There is people working here. It's still happening. I am going to make this one shift though. I think we'll shut this one. This one is shut down. This one's not shut down, but is there anybody unemployed? No, didn't think so. We don't have any medics left. That's great. Total comfort in the dome is actually not bad. 68. Pretty good. We're gonna recover, guys. Let's make this a lower priority than the dome, please. There we go. I see you. Yes. Nope, that's not what I wanted you to do. Who's gonna fix this? Surely we have a couple of you guys going in here to fix this, right? Gotta have some people in here to fix this. Request maintenance on the dome. That's not what we want to... Ooh, that's this. I want to fix this. How do I fix this? They're just going to do it naturally, aren't they? Whatever. It needs maintenance anyway, so... Yeah, 98, 99, whatever. It needs it anyway. And now we should have these little guys flying around, and I'm actually going to make an extra one. Now, these little guys are really cool. We haven't had them yet in this playthrough, but they're really cool. And they're going to be able to provide... They're going to be able to fly over here if we need them to, and pick up all this metal, and just take it all the way back to our base. They're going to be able to distribute things how they're needed. So if we need machine parts over here to fix something, those little guys are going to zip over here and drop it down for us. We don't have to do it anymore. It's going to be automated. How do I tell them to fix this? Like, is anybody going to? I have the polymers, but I got drones standing around instead of fixing it. Why not? Stone is fractured and is losing oxygen. Okay. Cost of repairs, 15 polymers. Yes, I see that. Can you, like, do it? I mean, I have the polymers for it, but they're not doing it. And it doesn't look like I have a way of actually, like, it doesn't look like I have a way of telling them to do it either. There's no button to say, hey, fix cracks. Because I figured it'd be automatic. I don't know, guys. I can't fix the dome. I have the sufficient polymers to do so. It takes 15 to fix all the cracks. I've got 18 in storage, and they're just not doing it. Tell you to perform... If I tell them to perform maintenance, then that will do this. It doesn't do this. It says cost of repairs, 15 polymers, which I have. And I have no idea how to fix this. There's no prompt or anything for this. It's almost like it's supposed to do it. What if I... shut this down, turn it back on? Is that gonna reset your queue or anything? No? This seems pretty bugged to me, guys. I mean, they've repaired domes that were cracked automatically before, but not this one. Tell this drone to go over here. Like, he's got access to the whole dome. He can travel the whole way. But if I tell him to perform maintenance on the dome, he's just gonna do this. Because I just tried that. Like, I don't get it. And I'm looking everywhere now. I'm not gonna miss the little thing in the corner this time. Like, I'm looking everywhere. Well, that's a bug report. But if I update and this is fixed, then, so be it. If I update, though, I can't go back. I'm on the press branch of the game. I can't go back if I update. I'm out of options. I'm out of I don't know what to do about this particular issue. I could go back in the save, back before we built the dome. But that's kind of not fair, is it? I don't feel like I would earn it. If I did that, I don't feel like we would have earned it. I could update the game and then try to load this save and see if it still loads. Thorbrand says, don't stop. I don't want to. I want this to work. I like the Comeback Kids story. I love the Comeback Kids story. It's so good. So I'm hoping when these guys show up,
reported.
Hoping when these guys show up, they're gonna fix the dome. Somebody fix it. I don't think that's how it works. I'm pretty sure it's not. I'm waiting for, like, people to come into my chat, like, randomly from Twitch and be like, hey, your dome's cracked. Like, oh, is it now? Is it? Are you sure? Ooh, the shuttle hub doesn't function in dust storms either. I guess that makes sense, doesn't it? Makes a lot of sense. Make another shuttle. Why not? Make yourself useful while you're doing nothing. Maybe I could build a Moxie indoors. That would be... It's an infinite loop. You can generate oxygen from the... You gotta try it. You gotta try it. Outdoor building. What else can I build inside, I wonder? I don't know. I kind of want to start over, guys. I don't know why. I feel like I'm crushed here. This is crushing me. This thing being bugged is crushing me right now. Part of me wants to start over. Part of me also thinks that we kind of got a really easy deal. with the whole like extractor AI thing. But it's a legit thing. It's totally fair. Could have been anything that got me, but get out of here. Other than that, I feel like...
We have a water shortage.
What do you have a water shortage for? Sorry I'm not so upbeat right now. Normally I'm upbeat. I'm energetic. I was so happy at the start of the stream. I really was. I was so like bouncy. You can ask everybody. I even danced a little bit. But the prospects of starting over because of a bug just really completely deflates me. If it was my fault, then sure. If so be it. But I thought this was gonna be pretty successful. All right, I'm gonna put a viewer poll up on the screen right now. On the right side of the screen, you're gonna see 3 questions. To vote for the question, all you need to do is put the number that corresponds to the option that you think we should do in the chat. That's all you have to do. So if you like option 1, you leave a 1 in the chat. If you like option 2, you put a 2 in the chat. 3, you put a 3 in the chat.
Funding received.
What do you guys think we should do about this situation? The situation right now is that the dome isn't getting fixed. It's not working. It's supposed to get automatically repaired, but it's not. So, 3 choices. We either start over fresh with attempt number 4, or we revert our save back before we built the dome, which is what I said I would do if the oval dome didn't work because I wanted 2 smaller domes. But the oval dome I think did work. We just got really screwed over right here with RNG or whatever. Or we keep playing with it cracked, and we just suck it up and take a 4 oxygen loss permanently. And another 3 oxygen loss over on the small domes. Like, we're gonna lose 7 oxygen continuously if we just continuously play with this. So, I'm interested in see what you guys wanna do. All you have to do is leave a number in the chat that corresponds to the option that you guys would like to see. And we'll do whatever you guys vote for. Twitch chat, you guys are very good
Resources are low.
Making a tie. You guys are very good at tying the game. Tying in your votes. We're gonna do what you guys voted for. So you guys have voted for starting over fresh. So we'll go ahead and lock it in. Let's do that. So we'll take, if I restart the map like this, I think we get the same exact things. And I don't know if that's necessarily fair. I'm kind of thinking it's not. So the only problem with this is if I start a new colony now, and they patch it tomorrow, then I have to start a new colony again. We're having fun playing Surviving Mars, aren't we? We're gonna take the Vaporator away, I think. Maybe, yeah, take the Vaporator away, give us a Stirling Generator, give us 2. 2 Stirling Generators and 1 less drone so that I can bring 1 more machine part. That's my start. That's how I started this map. Hit next. Custom. 44N, 112W. There we go. There's our wonderful map that we're so used to now. Are they going to release a save-breaking patch the day after public release? That's what they told me.
Welcome to Mars.
That's what they told me. I don't know why they would do that, but that's what they told me in my email. The good news is, this time, for attempt number 4, Earth-Mars Initiative is a thing right away. And so is Explorer AI. It's a thing right away. So that's wonderful. Downside is our free tech is the #1 spot on the tree, which is the cheapest spot on the tree. So it's gonna cost us a little bit more as we progress down physics, but whatever. I'm gonna head down physics, I think, quite a bit. Engineering, first thing they give me is apartments. Okay, I'll take it. I don't want this. Logi fungi sucks. It's just completely terrible. I don't want it. Okay, opening starting spot they want me to do is here, but as you guys know, we start on the low ground of this map. That's how we do it. Ooh, wait a minute. Holy shit. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. This is different now. Have they changed the resources and the new release? Whoa, this just got interesting. It's new. It's new resources. Now I have to know. No, this is the fair start, right? So we're gonna keep this. This is hard. We're gonna go hardest difficulty. I wanna name it after the same thing. I'm just going to say hardest number 4. Hardest run 4. Now, I want to test something out here, right? First off, if I restart the map, I think I get the same. Maybe they randomized it.
Welcome to Mars.
What have they done? What have they done? Okay, it's the same this time too. But if I restart completely to the main menu and come back, is it random then? Or is this the new resources, right? Is this the new difficulty? Have they really threw me a curveball now? Paradox Interactive. Oh, I'm so happy if it's random. Oh, to have every single run I do on this be different means I have to, it's just that much harder. I love it. I can't plan ahead like the same as I could before. Now let's see if the resources are different this time. Because on a restart map, it makes sense that they wouldn't be because they've already spawned it. But if you restart the game from scratch, does it do it? Look at this. This is different too. But this is the same. So they've changed where things are. And that means, oh God, guys, that means we're not gonna get our rare metals export right away. Oh, that's gonna make things a lot harder. That's gonna make things a lot harder. We're not gonna get our rare metals export right away. All right, let's go back to run 4. Shall we land on the low ground again? We're not gonna get it. Like, it's yeah, it's fun. It's exciting. It's exciting. You're not gonna be able to do this without water or evaporator. Oh, that's right. There's no water in our starting location. Yeah, that's what that means. There's no water, so I do have to restart it, don't I? Yeah, game on. If there's no water in our starting location anymore, I can't do the extractor. Oh my gosh, this is gonna be a lot harder now. All the people out there who've been watching my series who now have the game and are like, I'm gonna do 535 too. I know how he. What the hell is this? Now I wish I had stayed on the pre-release. Was RC Explorer 1400 before? What do you mean? Oh, do you mean the cost? Shit, I have no idea. Holy sh! Our funding is so low now. Holy crap! What have they done? They've made this so much harder now. Holy crap. The Explorer is 1.4 billion. What the frick? Are you kidding me? This is much, much, much more difficult. I am bringing no polymers. I'm bringing 15 machine parts only. 5 electronics. The Explorer is now 1,400. Sorry, 1.4 billion. At least the sterlings are the same price.
Welcome to Mars.
That's a huge increase. That's an enormous increase. All right, we don't have any one of our, damn, we don't have any one of our research stuff either this time. Cargo space being increased is probably the best one to do right now. We might need polymer blades, but okay. Oh, we're not gonna have good research at all. This is all in different positions too. We're not gonna start with water. We're not gonna start with a 30 supply of rare metals. We do have this, which is something, but starting on the low ground now kind of means we have to build a dome here. If the dome is gonna exist, it's gonna exist over here. Might have to be 2 domes on the low ground. That's gonna suck. I no longer feel cheated if I start on this map now. There you go. See, PBAT? They answered your call. You're like, man, I feel like it's not gonna be as hard because I know what to expect. Nope. They changed it. And you know what would be really cool? If they changed it every single time they patched the game. You know, like for new starts. That would be really cool. Every time they change it, every time they patch it, they made it different. That would be awesome. Attempt number 4. All new resources now. Great. I think you should forget the Explorer with this part. The start. You might be right. You might be. The reason why I took the Explorer was because I assumed. Oh, there's metals right here too. The reason why I took the Explorer is because I assumed that there would be breakthroughs like there was before, right? I figured those 2 things would be breakthroughs. And it'd be important to have those breakthroughs. But now, you might be right. Because of the expense, I think we should bring 2 of these instead. Because we don't have water. Now, if I scan this region and there's water here, then that changes things, right? And with that knowledge, we can then proceed as we want. If we find water here instead, or maybe like one of these tiles, we might find water in one of these tiles too. It's possible. We'll see. It's only this tiny little bit here. It's very little buildable land. Unwinnable if you insist on starting on the low ground, maybe. Yeah, I know. And if I try several times and I can't do it on the low ground, then I'll move to the high ground. But I want to see if it's possible first. I don't want to quit something just because it's tough, you know? It's kind of the point. I think 3 Vaporators is better than the Explorer. I think you're right. But we'll see what we do. We'll see how this works. The next rocket has to basically just bring polymers. That's it, because I need a dome up immediately, and then I need to drop a rare metals extractor with that dome. Get people working here so we can export again.
Sector scan.
Get money, bring it back down, get the polymers factory going. Probably over in this dome. We're gonna have geologists and engineers, science, biologists. I don't know, we're gonna need geologists over here too, so I don't know. A bunch of geologists this time. We have no breakthroughs. That didn't happen. Not this time. This has no water. Yeah, we might have to, if we do run number 5, we're gonna have to maybe omit the RC Explorer for the first rocket, I think. Because that's expensive, but maybe not. I don't know, we'll see. Maybe it could benefit us in some way later. This time it didn't do much at all. It gave us kind of worthless things. Attempt number 3, technically we didn't lose, and I still like really want to push forward, but there's a really bad bug in the game. And it basically, your drones are not going to, they're not going to repair the dome. There's big holes in the dome, and they're not repairing it. So, you know, we had a vote. I let people in Twitch chat vote. They wanted to start over instead of just forcing through it inefficiently, which in hindsight might not have been the best idea. Because attempt number 4, the map has changed. The resources are different. The game has now launched, and with the launch of the game, with the real version of the game, the resources are different. And there's no water in our starting spot anymore. We're gonna watch struggle. We're struggling in, and we had a fresh start. This is attempt number 4. And I think this is gonna be the hardest start yet, honestly. I almost wanna restart already. Just because of this new knowledge of the RC Explorer. I almost want to restart it just because of that. I really think I should. Because I'm not sure this is doable now. I think you need more. I think you need to prepare for the fact that this is the way it is. Last I saw, you were getting hit hard with a meteor shower. Yeah, it's the last our colonists saw as well. I need 3 Vaporators for the dome? Really? I have to bring probes. Otherwise, I won't have anything. I have to bring at least 1 probe. The only way I get away with not bringing a probe is if our random tile that gets highlighted for start just happens to start on the low ground, because I'm pretty set on starting on the low ground. Until I can prove that it's not possible, I'm pretty set on that. We'll probably drop the metal extractor too. This gets repaired with machine parts though. This is just maintained by concrete, so we can build this now, and the maintenance on this is just single concrete. So like, we got tons of that, we're fine. We're gonna make housing. We're gonna try to keep as much as we can, have everything built with concrete and maintained with concrete, because we have a good abundance of it here. The trick about this difficulty, and really the game in general, but the trick about this difficulty specifically is it's not about upfront costs. It's about ongoing maintenance costs. The ongoing maintenance is always more expensive than the upfront cost of doing anything. I think we need to get a storage. We need to get water storage going, because dust storms are gonna happen, and we're gonna lose water during dust storms. We're gonna lose water during a cold too, but at least these will stay running during the cold, to where if we don't have a tank and we get a dust storm, which are much more common, we're gonna be in trouble. So I'm gonna have to drop a tank. I need to store at least some water. I wanna put it next to the dome though. I wanna store my resources close to what's gonna be using them. So we'll make that there. Hopefully we have enough metals to maintain that. We'll also have some pipes run out right along the side of this. Basically, we'll have the pipe going like this, and then kind of like, just like that is fine. Okay. Now we'll store some oxygen for their arrival. I think we're gonna take them. So, passengers. Passengers, let's eliminate all flaws for the founders. We don't need them. We're gonna need geologists. Sexy is good, thank you. Engineers. I want to make polymers. My next rocket is gonna have polymers for sure. Nerd composed medic. Medics might be the answer, but they don't really contribute anything. Like, they help with comfort, but I'm gonna have that settled. I need people that can produce things. That's why I want the engineers. I'm gonna take this enthusiast. Even though the engineer can't do anything, I'm gonna take this enthusiast launch. Yes, I know I can't store them, it's fine, go. All right. Hopefully we can build this. We got plenty of metals, concrete, and polymers available. So drones, get on it. My God. All right, with all these things in place, we can land the rocket now. Let's put it right here. And then we need to drop this. I have to drop this. I don't have a choice. I have to. It just has to happen. I have to have this built. They have to work this. It'll be first shift, so shortly after they land, they'll be able to work this. 20 metals. We're down to just 76 left, so we have 56 left.
Full of hope and determination, the first founders have set foot on the Red Planet.
Yeah. Well, hope and determination is about all you got because you don't have any food. Anyway, yeah, so we had, look at all this. We have to get up here. Like, this is where we should be starting, up there. Can't start there. What was I gonna say? Probably water. There's a water need now, right? Yep, we're down in water. Drop the last prefab. Actually, this thing's battery's almost dead, so I kind of need to charge the battery first. Oh, we are gonna be so screwed. We have a power deficit. We are so screwed. This play will not work. I'm gonna put a battery right here. It's 2 polymers. I only have 3 left. Okay, I think this is gonna be a failure. I don't see how you do this. We needed to bring a cargo rocket next. Basically, don't bring people. Don't bring people until you have no money left.
We have a water.
The colonists are on the brink of dehydration.
I know. I'm working on it. Thanks. You already drained the tank. Well done, guys. It's because the hydroponics takes water. Ah, God. Already. Shouldn't have brought people yet. That was a mistake. Should have waited. 3 power deficit, and I have no way to make it up. I can shut that down. Does that work? No, because it wasn't doing anything anyway. How much fuel do we got? It's 19.6, 64. I think we can shut this down for now. Just for now. That should give us the power surplus we need. Keep our oxygen. Okay, good. Once this goes online, though, we're still at a power deficit. And actually, once this goes on, we're at a power deficit too. Yeah. I don't know. I think this is I think this one's already GG. This is a completely different map now. We're already out of metals. They're so stripped of resources down here. If I could get metals, cool, but then I don't have any money, so I need to get the rare metals, which requires me to have this extractor working. The metals is out of command range, isn't it? That's why they're not doing it. Okay, well, you already built this, so go over this way. Get the metals. Let's go, guys. You gotta make it. I gotta have at least something. I have to have something to export. But really, it's all about fuel, too. It's okay. They've got hope and determination. Yeah. I'm not playing 535, but you've impressed upon me on taking my time before colonists and Sterling generators are life. Yeah, if you're new to this game or you're gonna play this game, the one single thing of advice I can give you, the one thing that I think is gonna tip the scales for you during this game, I have to drop solar panels. I don't have a choice, which is going against the advice I'm telling you now, but I don't have a choice, is don't worry about upfront costs.
Are starving.
Don't worry about upfront costs. Maintenance costs are way worse. Spend the extra money on things that will lower your maintenance. Because over time, you will get killed by maintenance, especially if you're going to do 535. If you're doing this difficulty on this map, if you're starting at top, like if you start here or here, it's going to be easier. Not easy, but it's going to be easier. If you're starting down here like I am, you have to implement it perfectly. I don't have enough practice on this to do this perfectly. Because we're already at a power shortage. That's not going to help much. There's also a mod. I saw this mod. There's a mod on Steam that makes these solar panels have lower performance if they're next to, like, if they're being covered by a mountain. So like this right here, how the hill is covering the sun right here. How the game works vanilla is that these will produce power as long as it is daytime, regardless if there's shade. But this mod, which I don't have installed, of course, makes it to where that doesn't work that way. It makes it to where you these will have reduced performance if they're being shaded over. It's very cool. We might be able to recover this, but it's not looking good. 1 polymer remaining, and I have to keep these open. And this is going to need maintenance now, and this is going to need maintenance now, and that's going to be the last of our polymers. I have to turn this on. This has to get turned on. So this is going to get turned off. Gives us a power surplus. Turn this back on. Don't have a choice. Can't afford it. You'd think I can't afford not to do it, but really I can't afford it. What about... Hey, wait a minute. Wait. We got full oxygen in this tank. What about this instead? Shut the Moxie off. Turn this back on. Turn this back on. Get those guys back in here producing. Turn the Moxie off instead. You can power this down when they're not working. Power the Moxie off when they are working. Then they'll pull oxygen out of the tank instead. Okay, so empty shift. Shut this off. Turn the Moxie back on.
Dust storm approaching.
That's how we have to play that. Now there's a dust storm. Da-da-da-da-da. Okay, well, I think that's GG because our... Yep, that. We're going to lose a lot. We have a huge power surplus right now. I'm going to shut this off because I can. But that's kind of it. This has been maintained. There's no more polymers left. This needs maintenance if I do anything with it. So
are low.
I need to keep that closed now. I can't open it, otherwise I lose all the power. So now we're left with just this one. And we have a 1 power surplus. Yeah, we're done. I need to do this different. I need to do it different, guys. It's not gonna work. I'm gonna call it right now. It's not gonna work.